Just figured out why I wanted to make a video today, and I can summarize this entire video in about a minute. Enjoying life in cars to the max is about enjoying your Cayman, whichever Cayman you have, with other friends that you have that have got Caymans or are passionate about cars, and just enjoying life. And that's what's been happening to me through this channel. I'm meeting great Cayman owners who are basically great people with great cars, and I've basically got caught up in all that excitement, and I've attributed quite a lot of that fun that I've had to the cars those people have had. And actually I think that was wrong. They could have had any Cayman and I would have had just as much fun with them. Okay, maybe having a GT4 is a little bit more exciting. A GTS with a nice sports exhaust is a little bit more exciting than my Cayman Gen 2, but in the grand scheme of things, you know what? That's what it's about. Enjoy your car with people that you care about, people you can have a great laugh with, and that's the summary of this video. Do I need a 718 GT4 or 718 GTS? Yes, they'd be great cars, but what I really want to do is enjoy my Cayman with other Cayman enthusiasts out there and enjoy life and cars to the max and have a blast. That's what this video is about. So that's the short intro to this video. And now if you watch this video, that was all shot before I just did this summary shot, and you'll probably hear me talking for about 10 minutes, but that's all I wanted to say. Alright, see ya. This video, I'd like to try to explore some of the thoughts that I've been going through the last couple of weeks. The long and the short of it was just, you've seen the title of the video, the best Cayman is the one that you can afford, and that means so much after I've kind of been through a bit of an emotional roller coaster. There was a video where I was going to purchase 718 GT4. I had to take that one down. We'll go into that in this video. Why did I take that video down? I'll tell you why. There's a dealership out there, they've got to make business selling cars. I was talking about how the 718 GT4 was listed at 110, 105 and then 99. Now that's real money at stake for the person that's selling the 718 GT4 and the dealership, and me commenting on how the prices are dropping, you could argue is probably not a sensible thing to do, because at the end of the day there's someone's livelihood there, there's a business, there's someone that owns that car. If I'm going to make people think twice about buying that car, I'm obviously affecting other people's financial livelihoods. That's not something that I want to do. I've never set out here to be malicious to anyone or to cause any harm. It's all about enjoying life and cars to the max, and I wish everyone the best. So the dealership reached out to me. I did use photos from the dealership website. You could argue that's not great in terms of copyright things. So I took all that stuff down, and yeah, I won't be doing that again. Which Cayman's a great Cayman? Any Cayman you can afford. Let's start at the beginning. 2017, I got this 987 Gen 2. Lovely car, my first ever Porsche, first ever Cayman, and it was an amazing car. It still is an amazing car. And I remember how I felt when I was growing up as a kid. I never thought I'd ever be able to afford a Porsche. They were always cars I associated with those who came from different backgrounds to me, with different elements of wealth. Having my Cayman was such an amazing experience. And then obviously I kind of got this GT4 craze. I wanted to try and get a GT4. I love the GT4. The GTS has come out. The question in my mind has been, I have a Cayman, I'd like to get another Cayman, but why? And I've been trying to answer that question. What is it about the other Caymans out there that's made me want to jump from this one? Maybe on the used market this car's about £25,000. Let's just say a GT4 718 is going to cost me £100,000. That's 4 times the price of this car. Would it bring me 4 times the happiness? I'm pretty sure it wouldn't. And all that happiness thing and the reason in which we buy these cars, I wanted to try to address some of the thought processes. I mean, ultimately we're humans, we're emotional creatures. So let me try and focus this story, because I know I'm rambling a lot. I've been fortunate through this channel to meet a number of people who have got 981s, 718 GT4s, 981 GT4s, and through this channel I've met some amazing people and amazing cars, and it's just made me so happy, so bubbly, and I kind of go, wow. You see it in the videos. I'll bring you a video each time I meet these people, and as a result of meeting great people and great cars, I think what's happened to me, because I've enjoyed that experience so much, I've had a hard time to try to basically break down the emotional enjoyment I get from meeting the people and the cars and the cars. So I have a great time. I come back thinking, wow, I've had an amazing day, and a lot of that I'm thinking, wow, it's because of their car. Now that I've had a chance to think about it emotionally, I'd probably say 75% of the actual experience and my emotional pleasure from it was because I just met great people through this channel who happen to have great cars. I'm sure I'd have the same enjoyment if I met people that had a 987 Gen 1 or Gen 2, but as it happens, there are not that many people out there that have the older cars or within driving distance of me. So those people that feature on this channel, I kind of live in the south of England, they generally live within about 1.5 hours drive, and they tend to have newer cars than me. True happiness, I think, comes from friends, family, and people you can share what you're passionate with. I'm passionate about Caymans. I love sharing that with those of you who I can make videos with, and even on Gmail there's some guys in Sweden and Europe. I kind of swap emails, and I'm rambling again. If you're still watching, bear with me. There is a point to this video. I think the best Cayman for you is the one that you can afford, and what I mean by that is I don't have the means to basically buy a 718 GT4, even a 981 GT4 in cash. I'd have to finance that, and I was just thinking that if I did have to finance a vehicle purchase, there would be a part of me that would be, oh, you know what, like the interest payments, I haven't paid off my house. I don't want to get into too many of my details, but my parents came to the UK in the late 60s. They had a business, it was like a grocery store. I worked in the back of that shop. I think I've done really well compared to what my parents managed to do. They did a great job looking after us, but you know, they used to work 6 days a week in a kind of like a grocery store. I work 5 days a week in an office. I think I've done really well for myself, and obviously in life you meet other people who have done really, really well for themselves, and they can afford 718 GT4s like that in cash without worrying about the details. And you know what? I'm so happy about them. Hey, there's a 981 GT4. It's over there. It's a blue one. Hey, come on. Over there. Can you see it? There's a blue GT4 there. Oh, yes. G3 CHO. Oh yes, what is it? I just can't get away from GT4s. Anyway, if I had financed that car, I would have kind of been worried about the fact that I owe money on the house, I owe money on the car. That wasn't the right thing for me. For me, I would like to basically pay my car outright, or don't really finance it that much. So therefore, am I going to get a 718 GT4? No, I'm not. Am I going to get a 718 GTS? No, I'm not. Are they great cars? Yes. Is my Cayman great? It's a great car too. It's a long way of basically saying all these Caymans are great, but don't push yourself out financially. I'm only reiterating what you guys told me on my video when I was looking to buy that 718 GT4. Don't put yourself out financially. Enjoy the car that you have. If you want to feature your car on this channel, reach out to me at maxrevscars@gmail.com, and always remember, I think you'll get more happiness through great friends and family and sharing your passions than just by having none of that and just the car. I mean, having one of these cars sit on your driveway without all the other stuff to go around it, we all want to share our passions, we all want to share our Caymans. I'm happy with my Cayman. This car is paid up. I don't have any financial worries about the car. I'm not kind of thinking, damn, that the interest payments are going to kill me. That's the GT4. If you own a blue GT4, we're in Guildford. The number plate was G3 CHO. Let me know in the comments below, okay? So enjoying life and cars to the max. The best Cayman for you is the Cayman that you can afford.